Dravinsky's life skills class for preparing Thursday night meals.
Lakeland Communications has been a leader in technologies for years. This is not the case in many areas of the United States. At Lakeland, we think our rural communities should have all of the same advantages many do in the big cities. Lakeland is a recipient of the National Smart Rural Community Award. Now those passing through our communities and those thinking about a move to our rural area know that Lakeland has the infrastructure and expertise for needed broadband and bandwidth.
Lakeland, a smart rural community.
Residents of the School District of Luck, the district is in need of your input and feedback regarding our facilities. The district recently conducted a facility study using a third-party service. From the study, some areas of immediate need and concerns were found. We will be holding community walkthroughs on October 8th at 9 a.m. and October 9th at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 7 p.m. during parent-teacher conferences. Everyone is invited to attend. We hope that one of these times will work with your busy schedule. These meetings will meet in the small gym with a short presentation followed by a tour of our building. Please check our website for more information regarding the possible options for referendum. The district is looking forward to gathering your input on this important decision to improve the learning environment for the students.
Oh, come on. I really need to give this report to my boss before noon.
Oh no, what just happened to the internet? I have to get this research done for this afternoon's meeting.
I'm calling for help. What do you mean you can't get someone here today?
This is taking forever. Wish we had Lakeland.
Because when it matters most, a dependable connection is crucial. Lakeland Communications.
Yeah, when I blow on it, I can hear myself.
That's where you were at.
Good enough.
There's Kevin. Kevin Needs.
We've been still running trucks or what? I saw that. Oh, I'll be around. Okay, stop at the bottom town if you will. Stop and have a pop. All right, sounds good, buddy. Good to see you.
Kevin Needs.
Oh.
Did they win or are they still playing? Are we on? Okay.
At least only one of the 10. I went to Miller Park last year on a Sunday game at 1. Had a blast all the way down here. 17 innings. And guess what they don't serve after the 7th? When you're on a bus.
Hot dogs.
Or 10 innings without any drink.
You made it though.
I did. There's a few people from our bus that are in the stands sound asleep.
All right, welcome to homecoming at Garborough Field here in Luck, Wisconsin on the We Are Luck Sports Network. Marty Messer here with Al Tomlinson, bringing you homecoming 2018. Al, what do you see coming into this? This is a big contest for both teams.
It is a big contest. Luck Cardinals 7-0 currently, and Prairie Farm Panthers at 5-2. Luck is currently rated number 1 by Max Preps or number 2 by West Sports. There's been quite a rivalry between these two teams. Luck is 55-12 over the last 7 years, and 6 of those 12 losses come from the Prairie Farm Panthers. Prairie Farm, unfortunately for them, their number 46, their starting fullback, is out for tonight. So that was going to have to make some adjustments with that. With Luck's offense, you've got what they've been running all year long, their Cardinal series, and with Prairie Farm, you're going to see some triple opt-in and also some spread offense. And of course, they've got, as you well know, they've got number 10, which Marty has figures for. Our quarterback for Prairie Farm is very good.
Yeah, number 10 for Prairie Farm, Jarek Nelson. He's kind of their do-everything offensive threat. He's got 1,213 rushing yards for the year with 16 touchdowns. He's also had 6 two-point conversions for the year. And in their last contest against Bruce last week, he ran for 6 touchdowns and threw for another. Incidentally, that game last week to Bruce was a loss, 56-52, so there was a lot of defense being played in that one. Luck beat Frederick last week, 48-12, to bring home the Heritage Cup. It's great to have the Heritage Cup back in play as the award for the football championship. It's great to be able to be playing Frederick again. In addition to Jarek Nelson, another running back they have, number 1, Mitch Seeger, averages 6 yards per attempt. He has 64 carries for the year and averages 55 yards a game. Going back to Jarek Nelson, he averages 173 yards per game and 11.2 yards per carry. So he really is a significant part of their offense. What can you tell us about some of the Luck offensive threats?
Well, what's going to happen here, too, is with Jarek Nelson, is you're going to have to go up against Levi Jensen from Luck, which is the number 1 tackler in our conference currently rated right now. Also, Dawson Van Meter, which is the 6th rated tackler for Luck. Now, Luck's offense, actually we have total offense is 2,642 yards with 33 touchdowns, which is about 500 yards more than Prairie Farm, and only 3 more touchdowns. But the hardest thing with going against Luck defensively is they've got 3 of the top running backs in the top 10. They've got number 5 in the conference, Dennis Bruley. He's got 802 total yards, with average 11 yards a carry. The 6th leading rusher in the conference is Bennett Jensen, which is what we call our spin back. He's got 645 total yards at 9.5 yards per carry. And the 7th leading rusher is Andrew Moose, number 22. He's got 466 total yards, but he's got 15.5 yards per carry. So that's what's been so tough against the Cardinals. You don't throw very much, but you have 3 guys that you have to key on, and you don't know which one's going to get it.
And I think that's very significant in terms of trying to defend the Luck offense. You really can't afford to have any blown assignments, because those blown assignments are going to result in big plays. And that rushing attack for the Cardinals is really their bread and butter. Looking at the Prairie Farm defenders, number 80, Claudie Larson, is their leading tackler, followed by number 2, Dusty Heron, and number 52, Nick Whitman. Those are the 3 people on defense that lead them in tackles. So we'll see how well they match up against the running of the Cardinals.
And the Cardinals are averaging 52 points a game, not counting the 2-0 win over Alma Lincoln Center. And Prairie Farm is averaging 40 points a game. However, defensively wise, they both got really staunch defensive teams. They're both only allowing 21 points a game. So this game, something's going to have to give, just no matter which side of the ball and which team. And it's really slippery out there tonight, so it could become a matter of turnovers.
And I was looking at the fumble statistics. Nelson, their big running back, at least their most successful running back, is listed as having 9 fumbles for the year. So under these wet conditions, turnovers, especially fumbles with a wet football on a wet field, could be an important factor in deciding the final outcome here. We'll have to see. It's kind of misting here. The grass is wet. Temperature is somewhere in the mid-40s, so it's not exactly balmy conditions, but we'll see what the weather, if any, has an influence on tonight's outcome.
And I know that, Prairie Farm is going to come in here probably with a little chip on their shoulder. They started out the season at 5-0, and then they've lost their last 2 games. And I'm sure they're ready to come out and play hard.
Well, that's what it's all about. So this is homecoming here for the Luck Cardinals, and I want to commend Nancy Hunter once again. She's reached out to alumni from classes ending in 8th. We'll have teams from 2008, 1998, 88, 78, 68, and 58 being recognized here tonight. And actually, we have one representative that played on the 48 team, I believe. I think he graduated in 52.
Stanley Miller, maybe?
No, Bob Nelson.
Bob Nelson, okay.
Bob Nelson. So I'm thinking he will be the senior most alum.
Right. Stan played in Grantsburg, that's right.
To be recognized. But Stan did some coaching.
He did.
So his involvement with the Luck program, and Stan Miller is here tonight. So we'll recognize the alumni at halftime, and hopefully they will have a good turnout in spite of the weather.
In spite of the weather, and it looks like a pretty nice-sized crowd already in spite of the weather.
We've got about 1:40 left before kickoff. I wasn't paying any attention to the coin toss, so I don't know who won that or what's going to happen. And Eagle Eye Brom up here in the booth claims that she missed the signal. And
Bear was talking to, okay.
And if Eagle Eye misses it, it must have been quick, because Miss Brom is all over that kind of stuff. So hopefully that's not going to be an important thing.
Yeah, I guess I'd like to congratulate the Luck Cardinal girls volleyball team last night. They won in three games, 2 against Siren in volleyball for the Dick Pink night. It was very well attended. And congratulations to Katie Madsen and Dennis Bruley for Queen and King of Homecoming for 2018.
And at halftime, I anticipate reading. I've got the
welcome once again, everyone,
color picture of the homecoming royalty, so we'll introduce them. And as long as we're recognizing achievement, Juliana Thompson on the Luck golf team made it to the sectionals. So congratulations to Juliana.
88, 78, 68, and 58. Next year we'll recognize the teams that end with a 9. Alumni being recognized to report to the front of the bleachers a few minutes before halftime. Please support the junior and 8th grade class tonight.
We got Berganucci doing his part, announcing what the protocol is going to be for the halftime.
All alumni, family, and friends are invited to the Bon Ton Tavern following the game. It's just nice to be able to say that. It's on the paper. Introducing first, wearing the yellow and white, traveling all the way from Prairie Farm, the Panthers of Prairie Farm.
Prairie Farm, located in the south end zone, comes out as a team. Prairie Farm is coached by Ron Hanstead, Dave Rossbach.
Those 2 coaches, too, very well respected. They've coached against us for many years, and just as us, our coaching staff, too, is stuck together.
They've had a lot of success.
They have a lot of success.
Your Luck Cardinals!
High-flying Cardinals flying in the north end zone. Here they come.
Number 1 or 2 in the state, depending upon the poll you wish to look at.
Cardinals looking sharp in those black and red uniforms with the white numerals. Cardinals are coached by co-head coaches Matt Dunlap and Ryan Humpel, assisted by Joe Wells and Parker Steen. So, won't be long here. We'll be having the playing of the banner. We've got the Luck High School band playing here tonight. I'm sure they're going to be playing the banner here in a minute, and it's going to be a kickoff, and away we go. Homecoming 2018.
As we honor America and those that defend our freedom. Please stand. Gentlemen, remove your cap. Honor Eric Olson and company, tonight's color guard.
From the, I believe that's the Luck Legion post, Dave King in the color guard, longtime ag teacher, FFA advisor here, Eric Olson with the flag. For those of you who are conflicted about what to be listening to, Ms. Brom informs me that the Brewers have won the second game 4-0. So the Brewers go up in their National League Division Championship Series, 2-0, heading for Colorado.
We've got a lot of people coming in. This is a really good turnout tonight.
Yeah. And again, Mrs. Hunter, Nancy's done a great job making homecoming into a homecoming celebration, bringing back alumni, which is what the homecoming, I think, should be all about.
Well, it looks like Prairie Farm is going to be kicking off. Left to right on your radio dial. Of course, now this is visual, so left to right on your viewing screen.
That's right.
Yes.
North to south.
So I'm going to take a wild guess and say that Prairie Farm won the toss and they deferred.
All right.
With luck, if we ever win the toss, we usually always defer, so. So on a 40-yard field, the ball will be kicked off from the 30. front line of the Cardinals. So they run a 4-2-2. You've got Levi Jensen, number 5, and you got Wyatt Jensen, number 2, brothers, a junior and a freshman back there at the 10-yard line to wait the kickoff. Prairie Farm usually kicks off kind of a mid-squib kick, gets a little bit of distance to it, but usually lands around the 15, 20-yard line area. Waiting for a game ball.
I don't know what we're waiting on.
Game ball, looks like.
I thought they were waiting for Bear to change his music or something. But something a little more soothing.
This is football, Marty.
Oh.
I agree. Things at times have changed. I remember in our locker room, it was quiet as you could hear a pin drop. Not anymore.
All right, we're having fun.
Back to your receiver.
Here we go. 19 to kick.
The kick for the Panthers.
Nick Burkus, sophomore, kicks.
Going to go out of, nope, picked it up at the 10-yard line.
There he goes. Breaks through across the 30.
Wyatt Jensen.
To about the 34-yard line. Good start.
There's the ball out to the 33.
Looks like a 23-yard return by Wyatt. Not bad to start out the game.
Good field position to start off here.
Red and Black will start 1st and 10 from their own 33.
1st and 10, we'll call it the 33. And again, we'll see if a wet ball in the slippery field.
Now we've got a 3-man front for defense for the Prairie Farm Panthers.
Direct snap.
Bennett Jensen.
Picks up 5.
Bennett Jensen on the carry.
And Prairie Farm losing number 46, which is one of their stud ball players, fullback in the offensive part. And I believe he's probably a linebacker in the defense, and he must be injured because I see he's all in street clothes. He's a very big guy.
38.
Colin Christensen.
Dennis Bruley.
Bruley on the carry.
Picks up maybe 2. Brings up a 3rd down.
In their territory.
And maybe a long 2, short 3.
From the Panther 39.
And Prairie Farm knows that Luck doesn't throw much, so they're going to have basically 7 guys in the box, 1 guy playing deep safety, just in case we do happen to pass. But Luck has pretty much prided themselves on the run.
There goes the Spinneroni. Bennett Jensen carries for first down yardage.
Picks up about 6 on the play, and that's the Luck Cardinal. First down.
I think Bear scared everybody of that screen.
Yeah.
You got people jumping all over the place, Bear.
At the 33, Cardinals. 1st and 10. First possession for the black and red.
Ooh, just about escaped.
Almost broke it. That was Bruley. Dennis Bruley, senior running back.
2nd 5 for the
Dennis
Cardinals.
happens to be the king, reigning over the homecoming festivities for the week. One of 3 seniors on the Luck roster, so this is still a young ball club.
Andrew Moose.
Close to first down yardage, maybe a yard or 2 short.
Andrew Moose on the carry.
3rd and 2.
Picks up 3. They get 3rd and 2 from the Panther 24.
10 minutes left in quarter number 1. Cardinals' initial drive.
So far, everything looks precise. Nobody's slipped and fallen yet. Very slippery out there.
First down.
By host of Panthers.
Bennett Jensen.
Not before he picks up another Luck
Quarterback
Cardinal.
keeper at the 20.
First down.
20-yard line of the Panthers.
1st and 10 for the red and black.
Red zone territory for the Cardinals.
The Panther 20.
Left formation, Cardinal left.
Bruley stopped for a little or no gain. Brings up 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals.
Looks like he was supposed to go up the 5 hole, and that got all plugged up and kept bouncing it out.
Yeah, he slid to the outside.
Yep, and so did Prairie Farm.
The pursuit caught up with him.
Yeah,
That defense is really spread out wide. They're trying to keep everything inside.
They've got nice move by Bennett Jensen.
Jensen with good yardage on second down.
Jensen with the carry up the middle, brought down by a host of Panthers, and a standing referee.
I know some of you viewers at home might look like they've got 5 guys in front, but there's actually only 3 because they've got their corners rolled up to the line of scrimmage. But you're looking at the person over the ball and then the 2 guys on both sides of him.
3rd and 2.
Oh, there it is.
There's that wet football.
There's the wet football. Knew it was coming. 3rd down, Kent.
Brings up 4th down. Loss on the play. Makes it 4th down and 9.
It can be real expensive down in the red zone.
7 on the play. Make it 4th and 9 for the Cardinals.
Cardinals looking to go for it here. They're inside the 20-yard line. About the 18. So they will try to get something going here on 4th down.
Everything looked pretty crisp up until that one. Incomplete.
That was incomplete from the get-go. He wasn't going to get a first down if he caught it or not. So Prairie Farm.
Take over 1st and 10 from their own 19.
Prairie Farm manages it.
Take a picture of the clock. After possessions too.
And Prairie Farm takes over 1st and 10.
We need a couple seconds.
At the 18, at their own 18, we'll see if this is going to be a grind them out offense.
Well, here's a different formation we haven't seen yet. There's
handoff.
Here he goes.
He pops it.
Blazer off left side, and he's gone.
Touchdown.
First play of the game for Prairie Farm.
1 play, 1 touchdown for Prairie Farm.
It's Tyler Glazer, I think.
62 yards.
Tyler Glazer in the program is listed as an offensive lineman and a defensive lineman.
And now he's a running back. Probably because 46 is in the game.
Pretty good one.
Yeah, probably because 46 is in the game for the Panthers. A little trap play on that.
Yeah, he popped to the outside and
nobody there to cover on the defensive end portion.
Going for the 2-point conversion. Quarterback rolls.
No good.
Incomplete.
2-point conversion, no good. 7:37 left. First quarter. Prairie Farm 6. Cardinals 3.
Well, it didn't take the Panthers long to find the end zone. 1 play, 6 points. So we'll see how the Cardinals react to the adversity of not being able to score on their initial possession and giving up the big play here to the Panthers.
And there's actually only been 1 game this year. The Cardinals have played from behind, and that was against Shell Lake. Actually down at halftime, but they had a great second half and ended up winning by 20. But it's a matter of hanging on to the football and good snaps.
Nick Verkus.
Verkus to kick off for the Panthers.
Kicking.
Another squib kick. Picked up at the 13-yard line by number 2.
Gets around the end, cuts it back. He's got a lot of blockers ahead of him.
Gotta keep blocking. Gotta keep blocking.
1 man to beat. Was
Mike Jensen on the return.
That was the kicker. Verkus made the tackle at the 30-yard line.
Right out to the 30, brought down by Verkus.
18-yard return by Wyatt Jensen.
Cardinals will start 1st and 10 from their own 30.
Good blocking up front results in about a 7-yard pickup
Brody on
on
the carry.
first down.
We'll call it a gain of 7 on the play.
Dennis Brulich carrying for the Cardinals. 2nd and 3 across the 35 to the 37. Maybe just shy of the 37. 2nd and 3.
short of the first down by about a yard.
Hard for me to see the numbers.
Dennis Bruley on that carry.
Bruley again on the carry. 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1 for the Cardinals, just shy of midfield.
At the 39-yard line.
Andrew Moose.
I think he's got the first down.
By a yard.
On the carry, tough yardage, brought down by a few Panthers, but not before he picks up a Luck Cardinal. First down.
Cardinals cross midfield to the 39-yard line of the Panthers.
Cardinals in the Panther territory.
First down, Luck.
1st and 10 from the Panther 39.
Bennett Jensen just about squeaked it loose.
Almost broke it. Last.
Number 10, Mr. Prairie Farm Football.
First down.
With the tackle.
Jarek Nelson saved a touchdown. There's no question about that. First down for the Cardinals. Inside the 30-yard line. We'll call it the 28.
It's just a matter of time before one of those breaks. Ooh, good tackle.
Early on the carry, pick up of a couple on the play.
Jarek Nelson again, Prairie Farm with that tackle.
Second and 7 for the Cardinals from the Panther 20.
Gain of 3 on the play. It looks like the traction is not the best out there.
They're running differently. They are.
The cuts aren't what we've seen in the
Cardinals
past.
Beast formation.
There we
Bennett
go.
Jensen.
Ben Jensen inside the 15. Run out of bounds.
That was the Cardinals Beast formation when they put 2 of the backs on one side of the line.
By Glazer and Nelson. Not before he picks up a Luck Cardinal. First down.
I'm having a hard time reading those numbers on the defenders there.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals from the Panther 14.
Cardinals in the red zone again. Last time ended up in a bad snap, or I won't say snap, fumble, slippery ball snap, but ended up stalling out.
Whoa.
What the heck was that?
That was a center that was uncalled for.
Yeah, that was snapped before everybody was even down. 5-yard penalty. Here we are again. Another mistake in the red zone.
It's the field of the evening.
Can't afford that.
Backs him up 5.
Can't afford that. 5-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 19. Be 1st and 15 for Luck.
They get a 1st and 15 for the Red Sox.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was. I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that all year.
No. Power sweep. Jensen to the 15.
Original line of scrimmage, yep.
Jensen picks up 4.
Got back near the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. Once again,
Bruley still fighting hard.
Yardage, tough yardage.
Tough yardage.
To the 10.
The left side. Nelson.
2 down.
Burkett on the stop.
2 down territory again for the Cardinals.
6 for the Cardinals.
Third down and 6. Tough running against that stout Prairie Farm defense.
There it is.
There it is.
Andrew Moose. The Moose is loose.
Moose up the middle. That's the Luck Cardinals. Touchdown.
Cardinals find the end zone. Andrew Moose.
3:36 to go in the first quarter. You don't have any problem going north and south. They start cutting east and west. You can see that they're real tentative in regards to how slippery the field is.
It is. It is. We need to put longer spikes in.
Yeah. Halftime.
We'll change it halftime.
Okay.
This formation has worked well for them.
It has. Second. Nope, he's going to be out.
Levi Jensen stopped short of the end zone on a 2-point conversion.
3:36 to go.
Looked like maybe he could have cut that up.
Not at 6.
Tried to follow his blocking and ran out of room.
Oh, Cardinals answer with a pretty good sustained drive without too many mistakes, just the one penalty, but
to overcome that
first play touchdown for the Panthers. Yep.
penalty. That was good. Good sign. Good sign for the Cardinals. So
kind of breaks a little bit of momentum from the Panthers too after scoring that long touchdown run of basically 72 yards. 62 yards.
So again, we're going to ask you to please support our sponsors, Jensen Furniture, Jake and Sonia, Mark, Main Street Lock, Remax Cornerstone Realty in front of the Tinman Brothers, Jim and John on Highway 35, Signs Express out of St. Croix Falls, Professional Technology Tutor, Sarah Reinman in Siren, Computer Repair and Technology Classes, Arrow Building Center, Siren, Verdinucci, and the gang up there sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Flying Pie Pizza, pizza, subs, and wraps to go. The Bonton in the heart of the Loop, downtown Luck. Foley Calcium, certified public accountants. Martin Dickers, formerly Cardinal Accounting. Luck Pharmacy, your hometown choice. Sterling Bank, out in Evergreen Plaza. And Al Tomlinson Insurance Agency, Main Street Luck. These are our sponsors.
Number 2, Wyatt Jensen, preparing to kick off for the Cardinals after their touchdown from the 30.
The Panthers, Blazers.
The squib kick down to the 30-yard line and no return.
They just covered it up. Wise choice. Number 80, that's Quaddy Larson.
Quaddy Larson covers
Freshman.
it up. Panthers will start 1st and 10 from their own 31.
We'll see if the Cardinals can make up for that last defensive stand. Yep.
Going to line up in there.
And we're so familiar with each other, too. There's not too much that we can, they can do or we can do that we haven't probably already seen. But here's the read option. Quarterback going to keep it.
There he is.
Quarterback's going to keep it. We're supposed to bite on that.
Wow. Saving tackle over there. Who was that on tackle?
We're 2, Wyatt Jensen, I believe.
Wyatt?
Nelson on the carry.
That's the read option that I was talking about earlier in the game, where the quarterback lets the fullback go through, rides it, and either he looks at the defensive end of the Cardinals to see whether he's going to keep it or give it off. That time the defensive end for the Cardinals bit in, so he kept it, and that's why he's open on the outside.
That was an excellent read.
It's tough to defend a gun.
But
they all have their assignments, and somebody didn't do their assignment on that one.
Out of the eye. This is
reverse pivot, but
this is more Prairie Farm.
Yep.
Number 1,
Seeger on the carry.
Seeger carries.
No gain.
Mitchell Seeger is a senior.
One thing about Prairie Farm, too, they've always had these little scat backs that just can really get moving once they get to the outside. We've had a lot of good athletes come through that school when it comes to football.
2nd and 10.
Oh, broken play there.
All right.
Somebody missed their assignment on the offensive portion of the Panthers.
Dominic Caroon leading the defensive charge.
By Caroon. Makes it 3rd and 10 for the Panthers.
3rd down and 10. That was another formation. We've seen a whole litany of offensive formations from Prairie Farm trying to...
and so far they haven't even gone to the spread. But here we go.
Well,
never mind.
as you speak.
As we speak, and this is usually tends to be either jet sweep, the number 1, or the quarterback. Yep.
Good read out there. Ooh, you got the corner.
Nelson keeps off left side.
More often than not, the Panthers run out of that spread offense like that. A lot of times you get quarterback draw up the middle.
For the yellow and white.
Quarterback keeper results in a 5-yard pickup. 4th down and 5, just inside the Cardinal 20. Big 4th down play here with about 2:17 left in quarter number 1. We're looking at a 6-6 tie.
5 to go.
Well, they're going to have to call a timeout. They're going to run out of time. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. There's the timeout.
5.
Yep. They had 1 second to go before they got a penalty flag for delay.
Timeout. Prairie Farm seemed a little bit
Got a first timeout.
confused about what set they were running, so rather than take the 5-yard penalty, they called a timeout.
Once the official blows his whistle, even if the clock is running and pulls his arm down, that starts the 25-second clock in which you need to run a play within that 25 seconds. Then the gentleman in the back, which is usually the umpire, the backfield judge, will start moving his hand up and down to signify a 5-second count down to that 25-second limit.
Well, the quarterback is looking right down the middle of the field, so it's hard not to see him making that signal.
And of course, that could also be used towards the end of the game if you have a lead.
Yes.
And you want to work, just let the clock keep running until he starts to count, then you'll run your play.
Come out of the timeout. 4th and 5 for Prairie Farm from the Cardinal 20.
Prairie Farm.
Read option formation here, possibly come back with that play. There it is. Yep.
Up the middle. I don't think he made it.
Nope, he's short. Good stand by the Cardinal defense.
Defense holds. Let's see who the last couple guys up off the ground there.
Gain of 4, not quite enough. Most of the Cardinals
It's like
standing
Levi
up.
Jensen,
Luck takes over. 1st and 10 from
among
the Prairie
others.
Farm 16.
There were 3 or 4 Cardinals stuffing that play up.
Same variation as the play that they scored on, but this time he went up to 2 holes instead of 1 hole on the negative side of the line. And the Cardinals better stop it.
So just across the, what is that, the 15-yard line, we'll call it the 16. Luck ball 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Dennis Bruley.
Chugging hard for extra yardage. Picks up perhaps 6-7 yards. We'll see where they spot him.
Picks up 6. Makes it 2nd and 4 for the Cardinals.
Dawson Van Meter kind of hobbling there. Getting up.
He's a tough kid. He'll shake it off.
He's a hockey player.
Yeah, he's a hockey player. Andrew Moose. Cut to the outside.
We have not had a great deal of success getting outside on these.
Well, the defense is so wide, too. They want to contain us in the middle.
That's the thing. They'll give us the 4 or 5 yards up the middle, but they don't want that big long break.
5 for the Cardinals.
His defense is so spread out for Prairie Farm. They're trusting, which gives the coach, he's trusting his linebackers to pick up the stuff up the middle.
3rd and 5.
Luck's going to have to punt. They stopped by the Prairie Farm Panthers.
Andrew Moose, the ball carrier, picks up perhaps a yard or so, so 4th
Here's where
down.
it gets a little scary, especially the long snap. Ball is slippery, could slip out of his hand. You got number 1 back for the Prairie Farm Panthers, Mitchell Seeger, and he's got some really quick little wheels. That's snap. Not much of a rush, good punt.
Good punt.
Really good punt.
Ball out of bounds about to the 17-yard line, maybe?
Fantastic punt.
Down around the Prairie Farm 17.
Did a nice job picking up a wet football that kind of rolled back to him. Couple of...
About a 46-yard punt, and that's from the line of scrimmage. It's your best offensive play you've got, other than a touchdown. It's a long punt.
Chad Ely logged on. He's from the Dells. There's a coaching clinic down at the Dells.
He invited me, but I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, Chad.
And Bobby Knight called in sick, so he's not at the clinic. That's right, Bo Ryan.
Yeah, Bo Ryan's there, so yeah.
There he is again, quarterback keeper. Better defense by the Cardinals. They're
number 5.
Playing assignment football defensively out there.
Van Meter among a host of others.
Levi Jensen on that tackle.
Pick up a 1. 2nd and 9 for the Panthers.
Chad's going to bring back all sorts of football, or I should say basketball knowledge. Got a football mind going on right now.
Those clinics are excellent. I always enjoyed going to the WBCA clinics. Good fellowship.
Here's a pass. Oh! Just about intercepted by Hunter Sellant of Luck, number 20.
Sellant was just about
It's a 3rd and 9 for Prairie
to make that interception, and
Half a step away. 6.8 seconds to go in the first quarter. 6-6.
third down and 9. Big defensive play here for the Cardinals. Need to stop.
Gonna pass again. Screen.
Boy, Karoon almost got back there at the same time the football did. That was not going to go from the get-go. 4th down and 9.
And on a screen pass play, what the linemen do for the offense is they kind of hit the defenders a little bit and let them come through, which allows everybody to collapse on the quarterback, and they throw it right over the top. At that time, it was well covered.
Prairie Farm to punt.
Dusty Heron, number 2. Another nice punt. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
That ball carries to a stop at the
End of the first quarter.
Looks like it's going to be about the 26-yard line. So we've played 12 minutes of football, and as expected, close ball game. 6-6 after 1.
Coach Dunlap and sure making some adjustments in offense for their next series of downs, starting at the 26-yard line.
We change ends and start quarter number 2. First and 10.
Start 1st and 10 from their own 26.
Bennett Jensen, number 4 there. Ooh.
There he goes.
There he goes. The guy behind him is pretty quick. He's going to be close. Down at the
inside the 10.
Down to the 6-yard line.
Bennett Jensen.
Down to the 6.
There's some great blocking up front. There was some really nice blocking.
First down.
Create that hole for Bennett Jensen.
58-yard rushing on Bennett Jensen for that attempt. That's why these Cardinals have such high rushing for attempts, because they might get 2 yards here, 3 yards here, then all of a sudden here comes one for 50.
Goal from the 6.
Nice cut by Andrew Moose. He's fighting for it.
Moose fighting for it inside the 5 to perhaps the 3.
Trio of Panthers.
2nd and goal from the 3, perhaps.
Picks up half of it. Makes a 2nd goal for the Cardinals from the 3.
Dennis Bruley comes in. Wyatt Jensen comes out at a running back spot for the Cardinals.
Left formation, high snap. Bennett Jensen, close. At the 1 foot yard line.
Perhaps.
Jensen picks up a couple.
Boy, he's close.
Shy of the goal line.
One shoe. One shoe.
If he'd have been a size 13 instead of a size 10, he might have scored.
Yeah.
Third and goal. Big play.
No problem, untouched.
Touchdown.
And off left side for Cardinals.
Dennis Bruley, number 7 with that touchdown.
Not much for yardage, but it put 6 points on the board. That's all that counts in the final analysis. Points on the board. 12-6.
That's what's good about these kids doing this Cardinal squad, and I'm sure there's a lot of other squads like it too. They don't care about yards, they don't care about tackles, they don't care about any of that stuff, because they're being successful as a team, and they know that they have to do their job correctly for themselves. Nope, it's going to be tough there. Too many Panthers in that one. Ooh, big hit.
Really off left side. 2-point conversion, no good. 10:38 to go.
We got a Panther shaking up on the play. Looks like he got hammered by his own teammate on that tackle.
2-point conversions is pretty tough to get against these two teams.
Yeah, they had that well defense from the get-go. So with 10:38 left to go in the first half, Luck 12, Prairie Farm 6. From the friendly confines of Garrow Field. Hard by the shores of Big Butternut Lake and Big Butternut Creek, or Butternut Creek. I guess it's just Butternut Creek. It's not big or little.
Well, one good thing about the weather, lake doesn't stink much anymore.
No.
So.
Well, that was an impressive run by Bennett Jensen to set up that last touchdown. There was some great blocking on that. Looked like we had some people pulled and some lead backs that really cleaned up.
Yep.
Again, it's assignment football, and when
looks like Prairie Farm changed their kick receiving team. Looks like they have a 3-3-2. I think they had a 4-2-2 before.
Yes, they did. Taking away the little bit on the middle of the field.
Yep. But the squibs where he's kicking it, so now they've even shifted that guy over in the middle. There's a good kick.
There's a wet football.
Down to 13, number 1.
Tackle.
Dennis Bruley.
Bruley leading the charge defensively. Again, the wet field resulted in a little issue handling that kickoff for the Prairie Farm
First and 10 from their own
kick returner.
Not surprising, Dennis Bruley's one of the first ones down there. He's one of the 4 guys in the 4x2 relay team that went to state this year for the Frederick Luck track team.
Yeah, he's got...
he missed the 100-yard dash going to state too by about 1/100th or 2/100ths of a second.
Oh, boy.
Yep. But it was his first year out for track, so he's made a lot of improvements.
Boy, they're really packed tight up there.
There's a...
No gain on the play.
Laser off right side.
Riley Runnels with the tackle on that.
Tackled by Riley.
Brings him down for no gain.
Boy, they were packed in tight. They had very little splits in their line, and they were...
Usually when they go into their I backfield, such for their shoe-to-shoe to run their splits.
Unbalanced line left.
Read option, there it is, fullback. That didn't work.
Nowhere.
Well, Cardinals seem to have adjusted a little bit here since that first play from scrimmage.
Caroon and Levi Jensen. Dominic Caroon and Levi Jensen combined on the stop. Give them a yard. 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and 9. 9:39 left in the half. Luck 12. Prairie Farm 6.
And anytime you can get that offense into a 3rd and long situation, it really plays into the hands of the defense.
Again, unbalanced line left. I formation. Whoop.
Is that 360 spin that he does?
Tackled along the far sideline, short of 1st down yardage, so I'm assuming we'll see another punt.
That was a real interesting play, that same play that he ran against Clayton. He spun a complete 360-degree circle and took off the other direction and scored like a 60-yard touchdown against Clayton.
Well defense by the Cardinals.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down and 6. Prairie Farm to punt.
Beautiful punt, picked up at the 28-yard line by number 5, Levi Jensen.
Levi setting up a block, turns the corner, crosses midfield into Prairie Farm territory.
Brings it across midfield.
About an 18-yard return by Levi. well below his average, but still a good turn nonetheless.
Cardinals will start first and 10 from the Panther 37.
That's one thing I've noticed with 8-man football. Back when 11-man, I was doing all the stats, and if you had anywhere from a 7 to a 10-yard punt return, that was really good.
Yes.
Nowadays, it's 25, 30 yards can be an average.
Make sure we're supporting the 50-50 raffle. Junior
Cardinals
team
first and
leader.
10.
Ooh. Big hit.
Big hit. Pickup of maybe 3-4 yards. Let's see where they mark it. Chad Ely has a small tidbit about Jared Nelson. Coached him in the AAU ball. Played with Carson. Great kid and family.
Picks up.
Looks to score a lot. Will score 25 points per game this year in basketball. Asked him to come out for football last year and play quarterback. He never played before. So, thank you, Chad, for filling us in.
Andrew Moose with the carry, just about broke it.
On the carry.
At about 2 yards to go, it'll be third down.
Third down
Across the 30 to the 29.
at the 29-yard line. Third down and 3 for the Cardinals.
Never been out for football before. He's a great athlete.
Yeah, you can see it.
$7:40 to go in the second quarter. Bennett.
There's a first
Jensen.
down.
Ooh.
Moving the pile. Across the 25 to about the 24.
Brings it across the 25 down to the 24. And that's another luck Cardinal. First down.
7:31 left in the first half.
First and 10 from
12-6 luck over Prairie Farm.
Panther 24.
Cardinals moving the ball. There he goes.
Wyatt
Not
Jensen.
quite. Inside the 15, perhaps at the 15. Wyatt Jensen, freshman ball carrier. Mark it at the 15.
Brings it to the Panther 15.
Cardinals in red zone territory again.
Second and 1 for the Cardinals.
Second end of the yard.
They're 2 for 3 scoring in the red zone, so let's hopefully they can get this again too. Andrew Moose.
Moose on the loose to the 10.
Moose brings it down to the 10. That's a pickup of 5 and another luck Cardinal. First down.
And looks like, it's going to have to be right at the goal line to get us down.
I was going to say, is it possible to get a first down here or not? I don't think so. I think they got
It's hard to tell from up here where the nose of that ball is on the line. But
It looks like the chains.
just put it in. We don't care.
The chains are not outstretched, so it's first at goal from just inside the 10.
Wyatt Jensen.
Wyatt carries to the 5, make it the 6.
Wyatt Jensen picks up 4 on the play.
Second down and goal.
This would be a huge touchdown for the Cardinals to go up 2 scores.
And it would give them a lot of momentum going into halftime.
Yes, it would.
Makes it second and goal for the Cardinals from the 6.
Coming up on 6 minutes in the half. Second and goal from the 6.
Dennis Bruley. No, Andrew Moose.
How much of luck? I can't read.
Oh!
I'm wondering if Dennis isn't maybe hurting a little bit. I don't see him out there in the field. We got Andrew Moose on the 3-back position, and then you got Wyatt Jensen on the 2-back position. Wyatt usually does run the 2-back, but him and Andrew or Moose usually exchange. Okay. Yep. So I'm wondering if Dennis isn't hurt. Or he's sore or something.
Third and goal from the
Third and very short.
That's really close to that line we were talking about.
Get in.
Wyatt Jensen, touchdown.
Wyatt
Jensen
inside the pylon for 6 Cardinal points.
5:24 to go in the half. Cardinals up 18-6. 2-point conversion attempt soon approaching.
Big drive, resulting in points for the Cardinals. 18-6.
Would you got a pen? Okay.
When I get old like this, I mean, I was in the upper half, but still went to luck.
2-point conversion attempt for the Cardinals. Beast formation right. To the pass, wide open.
2-point conversion caught by Bennett Jensen.
There you go, Cardinal fans. We we have Levi Jensen throwing that pass to Bennett Jensen. Now we've got a lineman passing to the quarterback.
Levi Jensen, I believe an all-conference catcher in baseball. Throwing to right fielder on the baseball team.
Of course,
Two-point conversion,
they
20
set
to
that
6.
up with the other two-pointer because they had Levi in the backfield before, and Levi ran it. So here's Prairie Farm thinking Levi's going to run it, and he threw it.
Nice mix-up. Trying to keep that defense off balance. Is that Mr. Dunlap making those calls on offense?
He is.
He's a sneaky son of a gun.
Everyone's highlighting that we know all that's here.
Cardinals getting ready to kick off. Wyatt Jensen at the 30. Prairie Farm shifting again in their middle line to the side of the squib kicks.
Jensen to kick for the Cardinals. Backward Panthers blades are Seeger.
That's going to go out of bounds. Yep.
Seeger lets it roll out of bounds, and the laundry hits the field from all angles.
Numerous different things that the receiving team can do with this out of bounds. Take it where the ball goes out of bounds. They can make the team go back 5 yards. They can move it up to I believe the 25. There's all sorts of choices they can take.
They're going to back the Cardinals up and give her another shot.
Looks like they have chosen to accept the penalty. The Cardinals will now move back 5 yards from the 30 and kick off from the 25.
So we'll have a do-over on the kick. Move back 5 yards. There's a little powerful kick down the middle of the field.
Nobody wanted it.
Man.
Down, it just stopped right in the mud.
Ooh.
Recovered it about the 16. Oh, we got a flag on the field.
We got a flag coming in.
Up by Seeger.
Got holding.
Blocking it back, I think.
Blocking it back?
It looks like blocking it back.
Yellow flag sinks into the field.
So it was picked up at the 16-yard line, kind of like in mud. It just stopped. It was tackled at the 21. There's a block in the back. That'll be a spot foul. So the penalty will come from where the flag was thrown on the ground.
The block in the back is the call.
It'll start 10 yards further back. It'll still be first down for the Panthers, but just 10 yards further back.
By the stripe, puts it back. Panthers will start first and 10 from their own 10.
So with 5:20 to go, Cardinals lead 20-6. The Panthers have the ball at first and 10 from the, about the 10-yard line. Pass, there's that little dump pass. So I'm scoring that a few times.
Completed.
Jump pass
in scouting films.
Stewart brings it out past the 20. The Prairie Farm first down.
That was Jared Nelson on the receiving end of that jump pass. Looked like Tim Tebow. A little jump pass over the middle. First and 10 for Prairie Farm.
High backfield. Reverse pivot. That's going nowhere. Dawson Van Meter and Riley Reynolds on the tackle.
Outstanding. That was
that has not been successful for the Panthers. What has been successful is the triple option read that they were running earlier.
Yes. The power without any deception is not
working. The Cardinals are too quick for that.
Not resulting in.
And with their reads that they have this week in practice, that one got shut down real quick.
Todd Ream is on there. He gives us a one thumb up. Thank you, Todd.
Thanks for watching, Todd.
A little premature movement here.
Volleyball, they say you can't do that.
Laundry on the field. Ball start on the offense, so back them up 5.
Brings up
Take it second and 15.
Second and 15. Critical penalty.
Panther 15.
2 penalties in the series for the Panthers.
Especially for an offense that's kind of struggling right now. That sets them back.
It's a different
Unbalanced
formation.
line left. There's that screen pass in the middle.
Screen pass up the middle.
That would have gone nowhere. Riley Reynolds was there to stuff him if he would have caught it.
Dawson Van Meter again applying pressure right up the middle. 4 minutes left in the half.
Second time they've run that play, it hasn't been successful, but I don't think the quarterback is getting back far enough to make it look. They got to hold him a little longer in the line to try and sell that play. Well, we got trips right. Top of your screen. That inside guy is not eligible because you can only have 5 on line. There's another flag for the Panthers.
Illegal procedure is the indication.
Flag hits the field.
5-yard penalty.
Illegal procedure on the offense is the call.
That's kind of a different formation when you see them split out like that. And
moves them back.
And you can only have 5 guys on the line, and anybody that's covered up would not be eligible for a pass. So number 85 in that particular play would not be eligible, even though it looks like he's going out for a pass.
Under 4 minutes left in the half. Prairie Farm going in the wrong direction. 3rd down and 20.
Once again, 85 is not eligible. He's going to look down to crack down on the end. There he goes. Yep. That's tough.
Quarterback keeper.
That'll be 4th down and long. 4th down and about 19.
Picks up a couple.
Picked up a couple.
Slow to get up after making the tackle.
Timeout. Called by the Cardinals.
A timeout by the Cardinals to hopefully save some of that clock time for once we get it back and hopefully put another drive into the end zone before the halftime ends.
Dom Caroon a little slow coming off the field after making that tackle.
Reminder of this year's homecoming, we are honoring the teams from 2008, 1998,
He needs to go see a trainer.
78, 68, 58.
Yep.
Alumni that are here, that were part of those teams, should report to the front of the bleachers.
Jerry Hulk
Anytime
was
now.
the main blocker for his brother Roger. Jerry scored a touchdown, but it was comeback.
Reminder, the junior
Is Jerry here tonight?
classes are selling 50-50 tickets and also the concession.
He said I ran in for my 1 touchdown because Roger was the big running back against Winkler.
Yes, he was.
Played and the only one I ever scored for 4 years. Okay, so
Well, Luck is going to have to switch centers in this series of downs once we receive the punt. Dominic Caroon looks like he might have the bell rung a little bit, so he's being looked at by our trainer for tonight. Riley Reynolds will take his position in regards to center.
4th and 18 for the Panthers.
Panthers will be punting from, it looks like, about the 13-yard line. We got
Deep for the Cardinals.
Levi Jensen back at the 35. So far, the Panthers had really good punts. He's not going to fake this one. There's another nice punt. Down to the 34. Fumbled it. He'll pick it up.
Football.
Don't block him in the back. Yep. Yep, that's just that little bit of difference. Doesn't allow him to break open.
Jensen brings it out to the
Just across the 30-yard line, Cardinals begin 1st and 10 with 3:33 left in half. We'll see if that potent Cardinal offense can put up another 6 before halftime. Jackie Jensen Gordon is with us. Thank you, Jackie.
Riley Reynolds now at the center position, taking over for Dominic Caroon, who's on the sidelines.
Mike and Sherry Hyde.
Low snap. Sometimes you break those, though. There he goes.
There he goes.
Sometimes you break those. It just messes everything up.
There it is.
Ace.
Another big play. Bennett.
50-yard touchdown by Bennett Jensen on a broken play. Good snap, Riley.
Wow.
We've been practicing that.
Wow.
Everybody's got their assignments on defense, and everybody's got on offense, and you get a bad snap like that, it messes everything up, and pretty soon, there you go.
Sometimes it happens. Wow. That was huge. Another big play for that Cardinal offense. 2-point conversion attempt.
So far, these have been real hard to come by. Nope, incomplete.
Incomplete. Bennett Jensen's pass. Intended for, who's that? Prairie, I think.
Stewart knocks down the 2-point conversion. 3:22 to go, first half. Panthers 6, your Cardinals 26.
26-6 with 3:22 left in a half.
There was one week when Dominic was unable to play with us because he had a family commitment, which was really important to him, and we all agreed, yep, go ahead and do that. So we had Riley run the center that week. Well, good thing we did, because now he can come in there.
I wondered about that.
He can come in there just like he's been there before, because he has.
That's great.
Well, looks like he got the go-ahead from the trainer, Dominic Caroon, so it looks like he'll be coming back in, which is good to see that there's no injuries involved. That's why I'm so thankful to have all these trainers that we have these days to be able to look at our players if they do happen to get hurt.
Sherry and Mike from across the river are tuned in. I believe that's Sonia Jensen's parents. Watching those grandkids out there. They're doing a great job. Welcome to the broadcast. Glad you could be with us.
Well, I remember they were viewing when we were over in Shell Lake that one night, too. They view every week they watch.
Next best thing to being here. Probably better, because you're not sitting in the cold and the wet.
Wyatt Jensen to kick off. There's a squib kick out of bounds.
Yep. That was a wet football.
That was definitely a wet football kick. It had tons of spin on it. And his coach for Prairie Farms weighing out his options. Looks like they're going to
take the football
where it went out of bounds at the plus 5 yards. It'll be at the 31 or 30-yard line.
Just across the 30.
Taking the 5, elected to begin the drive. Prairie Farm will start first and 10.
Of course, being down this kind of a deficit in the first half, it kind of changed your offensive schemes a little bit because you can't keep running the ball and just using up clock. You have to start looking, maybe throwing a little bit more. Then again, they'll probably run. High backfield, under center. There's a 3. Oh, Dennis Prairie. Right through the A gap.
Prairie almost took that handoff.
In the backfield. Lost a 2 on the play. Call it 3.
Cardinal defense is really stiffened up here in the second quarter. They really are.
They didn't like that touchdown run.
Well, they just weren't ready to play for that one play.
Yep,
and that's what happened.
Yep. One person didn't do their assignment. And
loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Pitch.
That's not working.
Tripped up.
Riley Reynolds tripped him up.
Prairie on the stop up. And Ronald. Loss of 1, 2 on the play.
Yeah, looks like he lost a yard or so. Make it 3rd and 15.
Make it 3rd and 15 for the Panthers from the 26.
2:20 left in the half. 3rd and long for Prairie Farm.
There's a flag. Should have been.
I think that left end left a little early.
Yep.
Was there a... What was that all about?
There's a flag.
Longer on the field.
Yep. Yep, illegal motion. It did get called.
Legal procedure.
Legal procedures are called in the offense.
Indicated by the
backed up 5
referee in the white hat out there.
And the reason why that is not fourth down because that is the dead ball foul.
Make it 3rd.
So it's automatic, stays a 3rd down.
Their own 21.
Even though it was an incomplete pass.
Coming up on 2 minutes here, left in the half. 3rd down and 20.
Looks like we got trips right. Once again, number 85 on the line. Okay, now he'll be eligible. 85 will be split out down on the bottom of your screen.
Motion man.
Sweep. Quarterback.
Good read. Selland. Hunter Selland.
You can tell how slippery it is now, too, because number 10 was a fantastic running back.
Hunter Selland comes up, makes the tackle. 4th down and really long. The Cardinals
set the clock.
Take a timeout.
Your alumni for the Cardinals, one of the teams
should be 131.
Should be reporting to the front of the bleachers.
At halftime, we are going to recognize the alumni teams from 2008, 98, 88, 78, 68, and 58. So we'll be talking a little bit about those teams, the members that are here. And again, this is all organized by Nancy Hunter, trying to get a true homecoming feeling to homecoming. Let's bring back some of these previous alums and football players. Cheerleaders also get invited back.
We can't hear.
Coaches get invited back. 134.
Come out of the timeout, 4th and 19 for the Panthers.
Levi Jensen back at the 23-yard line.
Be nice to get Levi broken on a punt return. How many has he returned this year?
He's got 3 this year.
Ooh, that's a
low kick. That's going out of bounds.
That's going out of bounds, just across midfield.
Crosses midfield and carries out of bounds.
The 37-yard line, no return.
Cardinals will start 1st and 10 from their own 37.
That Levi's fun to watch when he gets one back there. He's just such a powerful runner. He sees the field well. It's hard to bring down. Well, Cardinals again, once they've got, I believe, one more timeout left. Minute and 30 to go in the first half. They lead 26-6.
Big play capability, that's what this offense is all about. We'll see if they can break one here with time running down.
Guard pull, Levi Jensen. Get out of bounds. Yep. Stops the clock.
Picks up about 7 yards, 5 yards. We'll give him 5. 2nd and 5.
Long 5, short 6.
5 yards in 5 seconds. They got time. They could put it in the end zone if that's the rate. We'll do a little distance equals rate times time formulation here. Another handoff. There's that inside.
Get out of bounds.
Oh. Did he get out?
Nope.
Oh, man.
Yep, out of bounds.
All he had to do is step to the right.
Sometimes
First down, Cardinals.
Trying to get that extra yard. Just get out of bounds and stop the clock.
At the 25.
Cardinals have lost about 8 seconds now.
No, I had to stop it.
Oh, okay. Luck's going to pass. That's rare. Wide open. Get out of bounds. There we go. Not much yardage. Why is he keeping it?
The reception. Forward progress stop.
Andrew Moose, one of the 3 seniors on the roster.
Yep, clock keeps running. Yep. Yeah. Yep, forward progress stop. Yeah.
Who's watching him?
We've got a penalty marker on the flag
Usually
on the field.
He's holding from the back, Judge.
And it looks like he's out of bounds. Holding indicated against the Cardinals. So that's a little setback to this offense.
10-yard penalty.
Prairie Farm says, ref, take a 10-yard run.
Well, we got 49 and a half seconds left, and we've got 35 yards to go. So
for the Cardinals, from the Panther 35.
Penalty brings up 2nd and 18. Oh, ball's on the field, and we got penalty markers all over.
Must have slipped out of his hands. Looked like half the line was going before the ball.
Yeah, illegal procedure. Yep. Everybody's in a hurry. Everybody's in a hurry, and as a result, the execution is suffering.
Makes it the prototypical 2nd and 24.
Going backwards.
I mean, this really is a good drill for the kids.
We practice this all the time, do a 2-minute drill, but
that's it.
We can't practice the mud. You know? Good blocking up front. Still in bounds.
Tackled for a short gain.
Hurry it up, offense.
Make it 3rd and 23.
Coming up on 30 seconds and a half. 3rd down and long.
Going deep.
Oh my goodness.
Caught it. Nice catch by Andrew.
Wow. Moose at the 10-yard line. Great
26-yard pass.
Great
Andrew Moose.
toss. Great catch. 27.3 seconds left at the 11-yard line. We still have time here, ladies and gentlemen.
Out of bounds.
We still have time.
First and 10 for the red and black from the 11.
Great pitch and catch.
Don't force it. Touch. Oh, you got it. You got
touchdown!
Riley
Riley Reynolds puts up 6 with 22 seconds left.
Thread between two defender, Prairie Farm defenders. Just dropped it.
Wow.
Nice pass by Bennett Jensen.
Who's that? Okay. Wow, that was great.
2-point conversion attempt. So far, they've all been unsuccessful tonight. No, we did get one. You're right. I remember that now. There's number 2.
There's 2.
Levi Jensen, number 5.
Levi Jensen, right side, 2-point conversion, good.
34-6.
Panthers 6.
Cardinals found a way to get it done. Putting 8 points on the board. That really has to be disheartening for the Prairie Farm kids.
Especially the way they came out, start the first play of the game.
But I mean, to give up that last score, it was third and a half a mile.
It was third and a half a mile.
And
a little butternut.
Wow.
Fantastic precision placement by the quarterback and receivers for
well done.
Control. Well done.
Thank you, Mr. Dunlap. You're calling a good game. So 22.7 seconds away from halftime. Luck Cardinals 34, Prairie Farm Panthers 6. Homecoming here at Luck. Squib kick. Ooh, handled. And
we have a flag.
Somebody was offsides on the kickoff, do you think?
That's basically what that means is one of the
Laundry on the line of the kick.
Other players other than the kicker passed the 30-yard line before the ball was kicked, which would make the ball go back 5 yards.
Well, we'll do it again, this time from the 25. Wyatt's had a lot of practice with kickoffs. Lots of opportunities. Deep kick.
Down to the 16, 17.
Fielded.
Number 1, Mitchell Seeger with the recovery. Oh, another flag.
Got a flag down on the field as he's run out of bounds about the 27-yard line.
Lots of laundry in the second quarter.
Flag thrown about 25 yards.
Looks like a hold. I believe that's a signal for a hold
against Prairie Farm, looks like.
Against the visitors. Holding indicated.
Receiving team.
10 yards back from where he went out of bounds.
10 of those yards.
Panthers start in a hole.
From there, first and 10.
At about the 17. First and 10 from the Prairie Farm 17. I don't expect to see a whole lot of Hail Marys here in the last.
No, it's a long Hail Mary.
In the last 16 seconds.
No, there's another flag. Too many men in the huddle. There's 9 men on the field for Prairie Farm.
Oops.
No, we did not go to 9 men. That's in Minnesota.
No.
too many men on the field.
It makes it a lot easier to count when it's not 11 men.
Illegal participation.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, they're just discombobulated. They're just frustrated.
Got Deuce right at the top of your screen. Actually, looks like Tripp's another guy in the slot. All those three are eligible. Quarterback.
He rolls right. Keeps.
Going deep. Oh, he's running. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds somewhere around the 20-yard line, here as we can tell from here.
Banner Jensen had the receiver well covered. Nowhere to throw.
Runs out of bounds. At the 19.
Heidi Wright is with us tonight, as is Mark Peterson.
2nd and 9 for the Panthers.
10.8 seconds left in the half. Second.
Cardinals lead 34-6.
2nd and 9, 34-6. Wow.
Like
After starting down 6-zip on the first
Tripp's
offensive
right.
play.
Tripp's
Wow.
right again. The inside guy is not eligible.
Quarterback keeper. Selling comes up. Nice tackle. That should do it, kids.
That should do it for the half.
We'll end our first half here at the Cardinals end. They head into the break. At senior night, at homecoming, Prairie Farm Panthers 6, your Cardinals 34.
34-6 at halftime. Senior night, recognizing 3 seniors tonight: Dennis Bruley, Andrew Moose, and Isaac Todd.
So as we get ready for alumni, it was homecoming week here at Luck. There's a few of the events that they've requested I announced.
Talking about homecoming, I'd like to just talk briefly about the homecoming royalty here at school. Luck's homecoming royalty: Grace Thorson, Riley Runnels, Megan Shivers, Gavin Fredericks, Vinton Crocker, Grace Jensen, Andrew Moose, Merlin Hibbs, Emily Shivers, Katie Christensen, Derek Hendrickson, King Dennis Bruley, Queen Katie Madsen, Liz Johnson, and Juliana Thompson, and Luke Johnson. That was our homecoming royalty here for 2018.
We want to congratulate this year's senior royalty and all of those on court, and a special congratulations to this year's homecoming king and queen, Dennis Bruley, and your homecoming queen, Katie Madsen. The winners of this year's homecoming competition. In fourth
I'd like to, at this time, I'd like to read a letter that Nancy Hunter, our business ed teacher, received from Merle Pouch out in Lompoc, California. Ms. Hunter, thank you for the invitation to the Luck High School homecoming on Friday, October 5th. Unfortunately, I will not be able to make it to the big event. However, if you have the same recognition of previous football teams at next year's homecoming, I would hope to be able to attend. Please let me know as early as possible for the schedule for homecoming 2019. I graduated with a class of 61 and played varsity football in the fall of 1958, 1959, and 1960. I would very much like to gather once more with some of those teammates at the reception of the football game and at the Bonton following the game. Sincerely, Merle Pouch. And he ends his letter with "Go Badgers, Go Packers, Go Cardinals." So
nice letter.
Nice letter.
Now calling for We Are Luck. I make a lot of noise up here, but this guy did it the best. Mr. Marty Messer.
No, nobody does it better than you, Bear. There's no doubt about it. We're going to start off introducing the 2008 team. So if you guys are down there, 2018, we've got Gary Ekholm. 2008. Gary Ekholm. Where's Gary? 2008, the highlights of the season was beating Prairie Farm 45-6. Matt Dunlap, Joel Wells, and Stan Miller were part of the coaching staff on that 2008 ball club. And I know Stan is here. The Fallen Flash. Going back a decade to 1998. Bear DiNucci. Bear, did you make it down there?
He's on his way.
Bear DiNucci. Kevin Meads. Matt LaRusso. Highlight of this season was the winning of the 4th straight conference championship. This is the 1998 Luck Cardinal alums. Going back to 1988, the following players: Aaron Shivers, Eric Duholm. Where are you guys? Devlin Ellefson. Brian Hansen. Jake Jensen. Jeremy Jensen. Troy Olson. Monty Tretzman. Cheerleader Holly Larson Ellefson. And Coach Ron Steen. And the highlight of the year was a 21-0 shutout of our rivals to the north, the Frederick Vikings. Going back to 1978. Brian Randall. Ron Steen. The other voice of the Cardinals, Al Tomlinson. Cheerleaders here tonight with us: Kelly Kreitzen-Steen, Kathy Tolan, and believe it or not, I helped coach those guys. A highlight of the season, a homecoming shutout, 30-0 over Frederick. Going back in time, 1968, that wonderful year, Ron Peterson. Gary Bile. Terry Matson. (1968) was known for winning the first game of the season and the last game of the season. Going back another decade, the 1958 team. Want to recognize Dr. Jerry Halverson. Jerry was the main blocker for his big brother Roger, and some of the old timers remember Roger Halverson's athleticism. Roger, I believe, had a tryout with the Oakland Raiders. He was an outstanding football player. But anyway, Jerry wants you all to know that he scored a touchdown in a ball game, but had it called back as a result of a penalty. I think Roger probably was holding or something, didn't want you to score. The 1948 team. We've got Ron Everson. There's Ron. Bob Nelson. And from what we have been able to learn, this was one of the first 11-man teams for Luck High School football. So there they are, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a big round of applause for your alumni. And again, recognition for Nancy Hunter. Nancy does a great job putting this together and making sure that contacts are made. So big round of applause for Nancy Hunter. Thank you so much, Nancy, for organizing this. From Prairie Farm? Okay, see that booth up there? There should be a fuse box. In the lower level, there should be a fuse box. Here. Where is...
Alice right down there.
Restore power to the booth over there. No.
The lights work.
Because the Prairie Farm people want to come up here and tape, but I said, okay, hopefully it'll work for you. Well, that was a very special halftime commemorating the football teams of the 8s. Next year it's going to be the 9s. So.
Well, now people want to win money, evidently.
The 7s, because they started with the 9s last year.
So we mentioned
really?
that
they started with the 9s last year.
The alumni, family, friends, and anybody here is invited up to the lawn to say hi. Well, someone's
that's
$112, and that might get us all half one.
That was
One ticket.
a nice deal.
Tonight's winner is on a ticket with numbers that start with 528. Last three is 841. 528 841 on the blue ticket. I've got the money up here. The winner can please report.
Nobody's screaming on the 50-50 yet. Everybody's looking.
Do we have
a winner? Here it comes.
Do we have a winner?
Is that the superintendent coming up here with a ticket? Looks like it. I think it's rigged.
So since that luck, they don't pay the superintendent enough, he's going to rig the 50-50 drawing.
I think it's rigged.
The fix is in.
Superintendent of Luck Schools.
He's not lying tonight. $112.
Mr. Corey Hinkle won half 50-50.
Hinkle.
last night there was 200 and some odd, or heck, $280 or something like that, the volleyball.
And that was the cancer benefit, the Dig Pink or whatever they call it for the breast cancer awareness.
And Tom Marcellus from Maxwell Heating won that one.
Yes.
Nice big crowd at the volleyball game last night. And for those of you that are into We Are Luck, if you haven't tuned in yet, please do so. I put up a bunch of pictures today that I took last night of the volleyball match for the Luck Cardinal girls in their pink and all the fans in the pink.
Reminder to support the 8th grade and the juniors by visiting the concession stand. And also, if you ever
go on to Facebook and hit the We Are Luck, and you'll be able to see those and many other things in regards to the We Are Luck website.
Listen to our voice of the Cardinals, Mr. Messer and Al Tomlinson. Call the game.
There's a nice picture of the visiting alums tonight. Outstanding.
What do we got, 60 years or 70 years of...
That's cool. That's cool. Mark Gobler is listening. Welcome, Mr. Gobler.
Mr. Gobler, hello. Last time I talked to Mr. Gobler, I was commentating over in Bruce. He knew the gentleman alongside me because, he knows people everywhere he goes. So they kind of got going into it. I was just the middle guy, but it was fun. Mr. Gobler, I had the opportunity of coaching Mr. Gobler a couple of years in the defensive backs when he was at Luck.
Well, it's nice that Mr. Gobler maintains an interest up here in his old part of the state, even though he's a Regis kid and St. Pat's kid in Eau Claire. He spent a little bit of time up here in Polk County, first at Amory and then here at Luck as our principal. So glad to hear that he's tuned in and watching and listening.
3-minute extension on the halftime, and we'll be kicking off in the second half. Cardinals received to start the first half, so they will be kicking off. A 34-6 lead at halftime. Start out with Prairie Farm. After Luck was stalled in their drive, Prairie Farm's first play from scrimmage went for about 52 yards or so for a touchdown, and it's pretty much been all Luck since then.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it looks so easy after that first offensive one play. I mean, they went the length of the field virtually in one play, and then they have struggled of late. The offense just isn't there for Prairie Farm. The defense for the Cardinals is playing great assignment football and have really bottled up the Prairie Farm offense. So 34-6 at halftime.
And if the Cardinals happen to win this ball game before it's done, it would be our third conference championship in a row, and pretty much definitely get the number one seed for the playoffs. They're going to start happening in a couple of weeks.
That's huge. That's really significant. Now that the state recognizes a state champion in 8-man football, and as we've said before, the fact that 8-man football has grown the way it has is, I think, a tribute to Coach Don Kinzier.
I agree.
One of the pioneers in this part of the state who initiated the 8-man format, got it going in our area. It's spread across the state, and a lot of schools have grown to appreciate the 8-man format. I know my high school back home, Wasaki, went to it last year. They made it over to the Jamboree. They've got a big game tonight. They're playing for a possible berth in the playoffs, so it gives teams an opportunity to make something out of a football season where in other years they just didn't have the numbers and were in a conference that prohibited their success. So
And I know there's been a lot of stuff out there. Well, it's not real football, but yeah, it is real football. You're still doing everything that you do with 11-man, and Luck has had so many of our 8-man football players over the last 7 years go on to play in Division III, Division II, and Division I. We currently have a player in North Dakota.
Noah Mortel.
So, you know, you do get noticed. If you're good enough, you will get noticed. It doesn't matter whether you're playing 8-man and...
Well, this area has become a hotbed all of a sudden for Division I football recruits. The two kids from Grantsburg, the Schnell boys.
Kid from Unity.
The kid from Unity. Kid from St. Croix Falls. Yep. Noah at North Dakota. So
there's 5 kids there in D1 football coming from our county.
That's crazy.
Well, close enough our county. Grantsburg's close enough.
Yeah.
Cardinals out on the field to kick off to start the second half.
Cardinals will kick to start the second half.
I know Mr. Hannestedt for the Panthers has certainly made some adjustments at halftime, I'm sure. He's been a coach for the Prairie Farm a long time, and he's a very knowledgeable man. And you can always expect different things coming out of him.
One more kickoff for Wyatt. Middle of the field is starting to show a little wear and tear here in the
picked up
slop.
At the 15 by number 1.
Tripped up.
Mitchell Seeger.
Outside of the 20.
Tripped up by Dennis Bruley again, looks like.
Panthers will start first and 10 from the 22.
Well, we'll see what...
There's 9 guys on the field again for Prairie Farm. He's going back off again. He was not in the huddle, so there will not be a flag. Slot formation for Prairie Farm.
Unbalanced right.
Went off that little off tackle thing again.
Excuse me, unbalanced left.
Prairie picks up 1.
Wyatt Jensen in on the tackle.
You got to wonder, him as a deep safety, what's he doing on the tackle? He saw what he needed to do it, and that's his trigger.
He made the read and made the play.
That's what we call his trigger. He reads certain things, and if he sees something happening, he goes. Of course, here he was. Got the tackle way back, about 2-yard gain.
2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line. Quarterback keeper slides in the mud.
Held up initially by Van Meter.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 for the Panthers.
I guess I'm glad we're wearing our reds tonight. They look really dirty.
27.
It's really muddy through the center of the field.
I'm having a hard time reading the
Prairie Farm numbers.
The white numbers or the white uniforms. Everything is kind of mudded up.
Unbalanced again. There's
that
jump pass.
Jump pass. Oh,
intercepted.
no.
He intercepted. Oh, nope. They call it no good on the ground.
Wyatt jumped on that thing. He thought he had a pick.
And it looked like he had it in his hands, but it looked like the bottom of the ball was dragging on the ground as he brought it in. So
4th down brings up a punting situation for the Panthers.
Jensen back for the Cardinals. At the 20, looks like the 23-yard line. So far, Prairie Farm has had a lot of really good punts. Snap, token rush. That's going to be non-returnable.
Oh, that's
out
a
of
nice
bounds.
punt.
Nice punt.
Out of bounds somewhere.
Rules out of bounds at the 26. So the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10.
At the 26, Luck takes over 1st and 10. 10:35 left in quarter number 3. Luck 34, Prairie Farm 6. We'll call it right at the 25-yard line. The ball is just across the 25.
Dennis Bruley, kick out block by Dawson Van Meter.
Picks up 5, maybe 4.
Picks up 4 on the plate.
Dennis getting up a little slow. I know he's had some few back issues.
It looks like his back is bothering me. If he's got muscle spasms or what it is, but it looks like he's
6 for Luck
a little bit stiff.
from their old 30.
Yep, he's walking pretty funny.
Ball's on the
another
field.
broken play. He scored last time that happened.
Bennett Jensen picks up about 2 or 3 yard lines after having trouble with the snap.
Bennett Jensen on the keeper.
Next week, the Cardinals will travel to New Auburn to play the Trojans.
That's the last game of the regular season.
Regular season game, yes. Oh, there it is. Scoop and score.
There it is.
Touchdown, Prairie Farm.
Prairie Farm.
Picked up by Nelson.
Not a fumble by the Cardinals.
Open score for Prairie Farm.
That's
the kind of mistakes that happen when it's wet and sloppy and slippery and
your footing isn't there. Your timing is just a half a tick off because everything is.
And everybody looked like they thought the other guy had it.
I got it. You take it.
Yep.
34-12. Prairie Farm scores on the fumble recovery.
Not a good way to start for the Cardinals in the second half.
Boy, they're really uptight.
Yep, they are. Wow, I don't know what happened there.
Good.
2-point conversion's good. I don't know what that happened there.
That looked like a rugby scrum. All of a sudden,
sure did.
All of a sudden, zoop! Somebody came out of there and touchdown. 2-point conversion. 34-14. Hello to Gwen. Gwen has logged on. Gwen Anderson. Gwen Norland Anderson. Thanks for joining us.
Cardinals will receive after the scoop and score by Prairie Farm. That's the first time that's happened this season against the Cardinal. We've had 2 fumbles at the 1 foot yard line, one against Shell Lake and one against Frederick for an easy score, but that's the first scoop and score against us this year.
Squib kick.
Dennis Bruley at the 27-yard line. Another spin. Good run back.
Crosses midfield.
To the 38-yard line of the Panthers.
Cardinals will start 1st and 10 from the Panthers, 38.
On a 15-yard return for Dennis.
Looks like he's staying in.
Okay, hang on to the rock, Cardinals. Hang on to the rock. Trying to pick his way through.
Almost
still going.
Almost broke a tackle over there. Picked up maybe 12.
Oh, now he's hurt. He's getting up real slow.
Brings it inside the 30.
Yeah, his back or something is not right.
Nope.
That's a luck Cardinal.
There goes Wyatt.
Wyatt going in for Dennis Cooley, which will move Andrew Moose over to the 3-back position. Great run for a guy that's in muscle pain. 12-yard gain, I believe.
Yeah, you're a senior and
homecoming,
and you want to be out there.
Conference championship. Holding more than likely signified by the flag.
Looks like Dawson Meter was in the neighborhood. Dawson Van Meter in the neighborhood.
Illegal block in the back is the preliminary call.
Block in the back.
White and black goes for a 10-yard stroll, brings it back out near midfield.
Brings up first down and very long.
About 22 yards or 23 yards.
First and 22-ish.
Andrew Moose finds a seam.
Still running hard, running hard, running hard.
Coach brings it down to about the 30.
Got about 7 yards of that 10-yard penalty back.
Makes it second and 13 for the Cardinals.
Got a Jensen. Oh, fumble
there it
again.
is. There it is. Slippery ball. Looks like we fell on it.
Cardinals recovered. Wyatt Jensen recovered on that.
It's a play by Wyatt.
Jensen on the fumble, Jensen on the recovery. Different Jensen.
Brings up 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 from the 27.
Play results in a pickup of 3 back to the original line of scrimmage.
I'm sure the Luck coaches would like to establish a little offensive rhythm here.
Even though with the Cardinals with a big lead, that's just about fumble too. Nowhere to go there.
Yeah, they're stuffing them up pretty good. And again, I don't think these field conditions are helping us.
Not at all. Either team.
With with a team that has to rely so much on split-second timing execution when you're just a half a tick off.
And cutting off your blocks. And
Yep. It's but it might be a learning experience for the guys, and
doesn't hurt.
it's hard to replicate that.
Wide open. Nice catch.
All right. Is that selling?
It's going to be close. I think he's short. But nope, I got it. Nope.
Hunter selling.
First down.
That's the Luck Cardinal. First down.
The angles of the line and my angle mixed up the lines.
Like about the 13-yard line, make it the 14.
That was a big play for the Cardinals.
Huge.
That's what giving that freebie to Prairie Farm, because you don't want to let them back in. You don't want to give them that momentum.
First and 10 for the Red and Black from the Prairie Farm 14.
East right formation. Yeah, see, you can even tell Bennett it's hard to cut. You can't cut.
Yeah, it's.
As soon as you try to cut hard, Bennett's getting up slow.
Everybody's dinged.
That's one thing about the Prairie Farm. You always know when you're done playing them. You
feel it.
You feel it when you play Prairie Farm.
You feel it in your bones.
I don't want to be stereotypical, but it's a bunch of farm boys, and they're strong and tough.
Well, football is a game made for that kind of.
Yes, it is.
Of person.
Better pass. I believe he's 4 for 4. Not high enough. Oh! Took his eye off it.
Riley
took his eye off it.
Riley thought it was going to be knocked down, and it went right through the defender's hands, and Riley wasn't ready to catch
The
it.
end zone falls incomplete.
I believe that's his first incompletion, not counting 2-point conversions.
Makes it 3rd and 9 for the Cardinals.
It was a catchable ball, but
Yeah, it was a catchable ball, and it was a touchdown had he caught it. So 3rd down and 9.
2 down territory. They'll go for 4th down in this. Andrew tripped up.
There's a slipper and a sliding.
Looks like he got tripped up by number 15 for the Panthers, Tyler Call. Of course, it could be 19 or 17. It's kind of hard to tell.
Who's on the carry?
I think it's Glazer. I think that's 17.
Okay.
17 is a senior.
So the 4th down and about, I'd say 5.
4th and 6 for the Red and Black.
Oh.
Boom.
They definitely read that one. Turnover on downs.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
That'll
Moose
turn the ball over on down.
had nowhere to go. They really shot the gap and took it away.
Once again, there's his reads. That's what he's supposed to. Whether he sees, that's what he does.
Prairie Farm will take over.
Well, the Cardinals had the ball for
11.
a long period of time, but come up empty in terms of scoring.
Pitch right.
The Panthers looking for a pass back.
Pass, backside.
He's open. Oh!
Nobody had the backside receiver number 10 either.
Hit him right between the one and the zip.
He was wide open.
Yeah, there were some blown assignments on that. Cardinals were fortunate.
Like I said, before halftime started, Ron reaching into his playbook. You can expect just about anything.
5:08 left in the third. 34-14 Luck. Prairie Farm in tight.
There he goes again.
Let's do it again.
Yep, it's all covered this time.
There's a pick.
Pick up by Wyatt Jensen, number 2. Picked off at about the 22-yard line.
Intercepted by Wyatt Jensen.
Brought back to the 5, it looks like.
Returns it down.
That was the proverbial wounded duck.
Now that, to me, was not a smart play call because he just ran it. Now Luck is all ready for that kind of stuff, and it's quite evident. They had both receivers covered well that time. Number 10 on the backside and the gentleman over here.
Heads up play by freshman Wyatt Jensen. First and goal from the 5.
No, they're really cracking the gaps this time.
I think they're just sending the house.
Yep. Actually, they need to run that same play and Bennett keep it. He'll be wide open in the end zone.
Second goal from the Prairie Farm 8.
Loss on the play.
Just tell Bennett to keep that one.
Coach Dunlap signaling in a play. Let's see what he pulls out of his bag of tricks.
There he is. Like I said. Just help him keep it. There it is.
Jensen on the keeper. Touchdown.
What a call by Coach Tomlinson up here in the booth.
Makes me look good, doesn't it? But just the way they were attacking those gaps on the running backs, Moose and Wyatt Jensen. I noticed on the last play, nobody paid attention to Bennett.
40-14 with a 2-point conversion coming up.
Well, Matt and I have been doing offense for a lot of years together, so maybe we think alike.
That's good.
Oh, another one on the ground.
It's another roly-poly. Now that was...
that was ugly. It was good.
Levi Jensen's pass complete to Bruley.
Levi Bruley.
Conversion good.
That wasn't exactly a
third quarter. Prairie Farm 14.
A tight spiral. It was kind of a end-over-end chest pass.
It's duck season.
Got the job done.
It's duck season.
A lot of ducks flying here tonight. 42-14, the Cardinals with 4:18 left in quarter number 3.
Sounds good, Larry. Have a good night.
Still have a large crowd here tonight for the game. Fortunately, the rain and the mist and everything has held off.
Well, and the temperature, I mean, it was like 45 degrees when I left the house to come down here at 6 o'clock, so I don't think it's gotten any warmer.
No, but everybody's lived here all their lives basically, and they understand what it's like up here in the Great White North.
Just put some more clothes on, that's all.
That's all it is.
Extra layers.
Still see some umbrellas up. The spectator shields is all those are right now. Cardinals getting ready to kick off. Kick out of bounds again.
Out of bounds.
He's having troubles.
Parker Steen on the sidelines picks the ball up, hands it to the ref. What are we going to do here? Option 1, 2, 5, or 6?
They're going to make him kick again. Reason behind that too is, you're down 28 points. You want the opportunity to try and run it back. As long as it's 5 yards further to the south, so.
Another touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and we go to running time. I don't want
Looks like Prairie Farm has changed their backups because they got the 2 guys in the backfield standing behind. We did that one year. Reason that's for is just to get it to one guy, probably number 10, I'm sure that's him. Number 17, never mind.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Glazer on the return for the Panthers, brings it outside the 25.
Isaac Todd and Dawson Van Meter.
Van Meter, the last man up.
Van Meter on the stop for the Cardinals.
4:30.
Isaac Todd on the stop.
Isaac Todd, one of the 3 seniors on the squad this year for the Cardinals. He plays a lot on special teams and does a really nice job. He's kind of a special team specialist, if there is such a thing.
He sure is. He gets down there quick and has a lot of tackles this year in the special teams area.
Interesting offense now.
At 4 guys, they've actually, we have scouting of this where they have 4 guys all spread out, 2 guys on the line, inside guys ineligible, and then they do the little short little. But we prepared for that. Although they got 10 on that one.
Well, they didn't go the length of the field, but they did get a first down. So at the Prairie Farm 30, we'll call it the 37. Out of bounds stops the clock. 4:07 left in the third. 42-14 Luck.
Tripped right. Inside guy is ineligible. He's just going to crack block down on probably Levi.
Blitz.
Sacked.
Riley. Runnels. First contact and cleaned up by Caroon. Down Caroon.
Lots of, looks like 5 on the play.
Loss of 5 for the Panthers.
Those 3 guys up front of Luck are phenomenal. They have strength, speed, and agility.
Plus they carry out assignments.
Yes.
They're disciplined.
They are very disciplined.
They're very good at assignment football.
And Coach Humpel, the defensive coordinator and co-head coach for Luck, is fantastic when it comes to the defense. Everybody's got their assignments just to read their keys, don't do any freelance, and good things will happen. And a timeout with Prairie Farm. 3:20 to go. Third quarter, Luck lead 42-14.
Taking my Prairie Farm.
Word from our sponsors. Again, Jensen Furniture. Remax Cornerstone Realty in Frederick. Signs Express in St. Croix Falls. Professional Technology Tutor Sarah Ryman out of Siren. Arrow Building Center, Siren. Flying Pie Pizza. Subs and wraps to go. Bontown in the heart of the loop. Holy Calcium, certified public accountants. Luck Pharmacy. Sterling Bank and Tomlinson Insurance Agency. So please support our sponsors. They do a great job of making sure that we're able to bring these broadcasts to you. Hopefully you enjoy them. We certainly enjoy bringing them to you. And I know Al drives the bus for the team, and Al covers the away games, and I come in and help out on the home games. So
we'll be here for the playoffs. I'm looking forward to doing that with you.
A lot of football left in the season. A lot of good things left.
We got Claude Wright. Remember, the inside guy is not eligible. He'll look to crack block on Denny. Oh, it's going to be a pass. Swing pass. Ooh. So close.
Lit him up.
So close, Hunter Sellon was to probably stepping in front of that ball and going for a pick 6.
Cedar falls incomplete.
Once again, there was perfect defensive assignment play.
Well, watching the Luck kids calling out their defensive assignments on that formation, they were very alert to the set that the Panthers put on.
And if there's kids in motion, it switches over. It does all sorts. There's just, it's phenomenal to watch them get taught, the defensive assignments. Quarterback.
Boom.
4th down.
Lots of people in on that tackle. Van Meter. Caroon.
Number 10 getting up a little slow.
Brought down by Van Meter and Caroon.
Under 3 minutes left in the quarter. 42-14 Luck. Fourth down. And Prairie Farm is going for it.
Now we're going to go, we got double deuce. Quarterback likes to draw out of this. There he goes.
Looking to
there's
pitch.
No good.
Stopped.
Cardinals will take over on downs.
Cardinals look like they're going to be in a good spot here, about the 35, 36 yard line. Inside Prairie Farm territory.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 from the Prairie Farm 35.
Looking for a dry football here. The officials would like a
good luck with that.
like a dry one coming in.
We usually have one in a bag.
Well, I don't want to jinx the boys, but 8 points here, and we go running time.
Yes, we do. And it's Bruley. Oh, just about broke it.
Just close. Another jersey grabbing tackle. Lots of tackles tonight have been by grab jerseys. Gain of 8 on the play.
Dennis looks like he's feeling better again.
From the Prairie Farm 27.
It's kind of an issue he's had all year. But he keeps fighting through it. Wyatt Jensen.
That should be 6.
Sorry, Bennett Jensen.
There it is.
There it is. If they get this 2-point conversion, we will have running clock.
Keeper up the middle. That's the Cardinals touchdown.
That was about a 27-yard scamper for 6 more points.
27 yards though.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is again taking advantage of what the defense will give you. Quarterback attack inside. They're taking away everything outside, shooting gaps, targeting the running backs, and the spin back. Gets 6.
Beast out left. Beast left formation. Isaac Todd for 2.
All right.
Nice.
Side, 2-point conversion good.
Great blocking up front. Yep.
1:53 to go, third quarter. Prairie Farm 14. Your Cardinals 50.
We will now have a running clock for the remainder of the game.
Isaac Todd, good for Isaac.
Fantastic. Good for Isaac. Senior with his 2-point conversion.
Has he had any others? That's the first one I've seen.
Yep, first one this year.
So
for the varsity, yep.
Good job, Isaac. That's a memory maker.
You bet. Thank you, Coach Dunlap, for giving him that opportunity.
He'll be back here in 10 years for homecoming, and
I'll remember that. Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It'll be a highlight.
Blocking was good for him. He had nothing but daylight all the way to the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
1:53 left in the third. Luck reaches the half-century mark. Prairie Farm with 14 points on the board. 50-14. 1:53 left in quarter number 3.
They changed their receiving lineup again. They split the 2 guys in the backfield. Last time they had them standing in a line, so you couldn't pick one.
More goofy formations.
That's going out of bounds. Nope. Yep, it did. Barely.
Oh, barely.
It's got to be right on the line.
Barely.
Yep. They're certainly not going to take it back there.
No, I don't think so.
Nope.
We'll penalize the Cardinal kickers. And
we got to work on not kicking that thing out of bounds anymore. Of course, I know the ball is slippery and the feet are slippery. And
do they have the option of taking it to 25?
They do.
Okay. Yep. It looks like that's what they're doing.
That's one of the 4 options that they have.
With a penalty. Be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
And actually what it is 25 yards from where the ball was kicked from, which puts it at 25 when you kick from the 30.
Coming up on a minute left in quarter number 3.
Under center, I backfield. Overload right. Yep, that didn't work.
Boom.
Don't let them pop out. Blow the whistle.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the situations where sometimes kids get
Leader
hurt.
on the carry.
Van Meter and Caroon.
Stopped by Van
They
Meter.
They have spent about as much time in the Prairie Farm backfield as the running backs from Prairie Farm have. Good push up front from those boys.
Even when they tie their shoe, the clock keeps running. It doesn't matter, nope. Yep. No, they're not going to bother doing that either. Balance line, got a slot right. Toss. Number 1, Seeger, I believe. Yep, Mitchell Seeger. Fumble.
Ball is out.
Stupid score.
Leader on the carry.
Oh, we got a whistle. Got a whistle.
Right off the side by Carew.
Boy, he's a little guy.
Yep.
That Seeger kid is not very big.
That brings us
He's
to
a
the
senior.
end of the third
He's
quarter
quick.
here at the Cardinals net.
Three quarters.
Panthers 14.
3 quarters down, 12 minutes left. Running time,
Your Cardinals 50.
50 to 14. Homecoming night in Luck. Do a little jump
Here comes
around.
the jump around. Well, unfortunately, a lot of fans look like they're leaving, but looks like the students are all staying. Cardinal players are even doing the jump around. Well, look at the Cardinals out on the field. They're all doing the jump around. Well, they're pretty excited.
Yeah.
They should be.
Hey, it's homecoming. Homecoming and
Looks like number 30, Justin Bletchinger, is now the nose tackle for the Cardinals, a freshman.
10 for the Panthers.
He's been there before. It's nothing new to him in regards to that position.
he's not very big, but he's quick.
Yep, he's quick and he's strong. There goes
There's
number
that.
10.
Oh, again, a slippery football. Hard to hang on to.
And we had Andrew Moose and Dennis Mooley right there in case he had got it. So they sniffed that one out pretty well. 4th down. What are they going to do?
They got to go for it.
They have to. Yeah. What's the difference now?
I mean,
Yep. That kind of a lead, running clock, yeah.
Jammed up tight. Quarterback
Let it
keeper.
draw.
Going nowhere.
Riley Reynolds with the tackle. Ooh,
Cardinals.
Looks like we got the player hurt for the Panthers.
Runnels on the stop. Time out on the field.
Trainer's coming out to check on the injured Panther. I didn't see what happened there.
No, it was kind of a scrum.
Is he grabbing his knee? Looks like he's grabbing his left knee. You hate like heck to see knees.
Megan, the trainer for tonight for the Cardinals. Used to be up in Frederick. She did a fantastic job up there. Now I believe she's over in North Branch area, Prince Cambridge. She's over in Cambridge now. Somehow we got her for this evening, so we thank you very much for being able to look after the players for either team that might get injured. Getting back up.
Getting up and
Number 19, Nick Burkus.
rather stiff-legged.
He's the kicker that I know of, amongst other things, for the Panthers. Walking pretty gingerly.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to see him anymore tonight.
I would bet not, considering what the score is and nothing to gain by it. Of course, here's a hard thing too, you know. I mean, the Cardinals have always been real good about not running up scores. We don't do anything like that. But Prairie Farm doesn't have that many players, and we don't know, you know, do we want to put our JV kids against our varsity? You know, possibly injuries possible there too.
Yeah.
Get you kind of in a dilemma. But Ron understands. He's a great coach from Prairie Farm. There goes the moose is loose. The moose is loose. I've been waiting to say that for 4 weeks. The moose is loose.
Crunch.
In for a Cardinal.
Boy, that's a
28-yard touchdown.
such a quick hitter. Just all of a sudden, boom. And you see this
Streak, 22.
this red jersey and black helmet streaking up the middle of the field. See you later. 56-14 for the Cardinals.
Isaac Todd again. Ooh. Keep going, Isaac. Nope, didn't give it to him.
Close.
Ooh, close. He was close.
Boy, that was close.
It was close.
Prairie Farm 14. Your Cardinals
56-14 in 45. Left in the contest here tonight. Every time the Badgers do this, also at the start of the fourth quarter, I just hope and pray that the cantilever stays up.
With 60,000 people, or how many they have doing the same thing?
Oh, man, you know.
I think there's people that go to the game just to see do that.
I don't know when they built the cantilever, put it on at Camp Randall, if they designed it to withstand the combined jumping rhythms of the frenzied Badger fanatics. Big game for Bucky
Looks
tomorrow.
like we got number 12 back in for Austin Harmon, a freshman for the Panthers, probably taking the place of Nick Burkus.
I think.
Nice clean uniform. Finally get a kick in bounds. Right to that freshman, number 12.
The new kid. He's quick.
Ooh.
Whoa, one man to beat.
One man to beat. Fortunately,
the kicker.
Wyatt Jensen was there to stop him.
Wyatt saved 6. That little guy was heading for the house.
Maybe he should have been back there more often.
He looked good.
Had one guy to break. Wyatt got him.
And the clock keeps ticking.
Panthers will start out 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Under 10 minutes to play. Double wide left.
Outside. Nope.
Slot.
Cardinals take a timeout.
Cardinals calling time.
Timeout by the Cardinals.
Looks like
Bleckinger goes in. I don't know if he was supposed to be in or.
Isaac Todd is also in now for the Cardinals from defense.
Substitution timeout for the Cardinals.
Prairie Farm taking advantage of the timeout. A split left.
Matching up. Now the Cardinals call timeout.
Timeout by the Cardinals.
Why is that?
Looks like they're putting some clean shirts.
Andrew Moose comes out.
Four was Bruley. Now off the field, Moose.
Bennett Jensen in on defense for Andrew Moose. Cardinals slowly putting in some reserves. Give them some really important experience throughout the rest of the season. What? Oh, I see what he's doing.
Oh, he's putting seniors in and pulling seniors out.
Pulling seniors
Recognizing
out.
seniors on senior night.
Now I understand what's going on.
That's it. All right, Isaac Todd went in and then came out. Gets a round of applause, recognition from the appreciative Cardinal fans in the stands. So I think the seniors are off the field. There's only 3 of them on the...
Now here comes the whole Cardinal JV team. Will be out there on defense. First, they better have 2 more guys out there because they do still need 8. Got 7. Need 1 more.
Still works better.
Who else is going in?
There he goes.
Isaac Todd back in again. Okay.
All right, now we got it figured out.
Got deuce right, or deuce left, I should say. We're back. Wide open, right off the bat. First play of the game. He's going to score. Touchdown.
Touchdown. 46 yards, 47 yards.
Up the right side for a Prairie Farm touchdown.
Blown coverage.
Two-point conversion attempt coming up for the Panthers.
56-20. 9:28 left to play. Jam it up the middle. We'll see another rugby scrum here. Scores easily, untouched. Quarterback keeper. 56-22. As Prairie Farm capitalizes on the substitution.
9:28 to go. Fourth quarter.
I would expect that the varsity kickoff receiving team will go back out on the field just to receive the ball.
Looks like they're huddling up over there with Coach Dunlap.
I would expect an onside kick by Prairie Farm. So they might possibly put in the hands team. What the hands team is the front line of the receiving team that you put in all your skilled players, and I mean skilled players in regards to receivers, quarterbacks, running backs, people that handle the ball a lot. Nope, they've got the line in. Oh, got a JV kicker for the varsity for Prairie Farm.
That's a clean uniform.
Yep. Number 5, Mackenzie Clementson is going to be kicking off for the Panthers. Well, lots of clean uniforms out there.
That's good.
Mackenzie Clementson on the kick.
Whoa.
Dennis Bruley. There's a big hit.
Take it down.
Take it down at the 34-yard line.
35-yard line.
Brings those to the 34.
My male offspring reminds me that there are 80,321 jumpers in Camp Randall.
Well, thank you, Jay. I appreciate your statistics as you are. There's got to be 1 or 2 older guys in there just can't jump, Jay.
You know,
come on.
It's nice to know that your children are listening to you, even if it is just to listen to a football game.
Doesn't mean you're right.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, we got a flag penalty.
Whoa!
Justin Bletchinger with the carry. Looks
like a fumble? Nope.
No, he got it. Nope. 2 men in motion at the same time. 5-yard penalty.
Run a little Canadian football action.
Yeah.
Legal motion is a call against the Cardinals. Back them up 5 strides.
1st and 15 with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in the ball game. Cardinals leading 56-22 over the Prairie Farm Panthers. A nemesis over the years.
Fumble.
There's the ball on the field.
Another scoop and score possibly on number 17. He's a sophomore, but he has been playing a lot of the varsity game tonight.
Scoop and swoop.
No, actually, he's a senior. See, here's the thing with Prairie Farm. They've only got so many people. They haven't got any choice but to play some of the starters on the varsity. They don't have a choice.
Prairie Farm will start 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 19.
Coming up on 7:20 left in the game.
Looks like they got most of their varsity back in. They want to score points, I guess. Can't blame them. Good pass again. Wide open.
It's open.
Intercepted.
There's a pick. Number 10 down
Nate
there.
Scow with the interception for the Cardinals.
Scowy.
Pass intercepted by Nate.
Freshman, 5'11", 140 pounds. That's with padlocks in his pocket. Played that nicely, Nate.
Good job.
Now we just hang on to the rock here a little bit so we can get out of that coffin back in the end zone area.
Start 1st and 10 from their own 6.
Your dad, Ronnie, is proud of you. I don't think he ever intercepted a pass. He might have, but I don't think so.
He was too busy beating up quarterbacks.
Yeah, he wasn't back there.
Oh, another flag.
Whoa! He got lit up.
Yep. Another flag, I'm sure, on the Cardinals. That's a hard thing to with this offense when you're younger because it's such a timing thing. And everything is, every day we work on the timing in the exact same place over and over and over again. But
Well,
like the guys on the varsity, they wouldn't be as good as they are without all that repetition.
Well, and blocking angles, are so important in terms of executing this offense. And if you're just a little bit slow getting off the ball as an offense.
Oh, they're waving the flag away. So they're
Flag is picked up.
Not good.
Result of the play. Loss of 3.
Inside the 5-yard line now. It looks like about a 4. Cardinals begin.
Second.
And Nate Scow's only been a quarterback, or I should say spin back for the Cardinals, only for a couple of weeks because Gavin Fredericks, who was the JV spin back, has a bad knee, so he is unable to play. Here's a spin, and he didn't need to.
No, but he's a spin back, so he's spinning.
That's right. Or the two backs forgot to do their meshing. Either way, it didn't look like a normal play, but...
Go on the carry.
Under 5 minutes as the clock continues to run.
And clean uniforms out there for Prairie Farm, which is good to see. Gives them an opportunity to get on the field on Friday night lights. Hand off, Isaac Todd.
Todd on the carry.
Stop for no gain on the play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th down for the Cardinals.
Punting situation, so who punts for the JVs?
That would be Justin Bletchinger, number 30.
Okay.
And that guy's way far back. Bad
nice punt.
Picked up at the 29.
Boom. Boom.
We got a flag on the play.
That was a head-on collision.
Personal foul on the Prairie Farm Panthers. Not sure what happened.
Connor Hochstetler.
After that collision over there off right side.
On the tackle.
On the play. Personal foul is the call.
His nickname is Corn Dog. Don't know why, but that's what they call him.
Connor. Well.
That's a 15-yard penalty against the Panthers, which brings it back to about the, let's say the 29-yard line for 1st and 10.
Panthers will start 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 29.
Under 4 minutes left. 1st and 10, Prairie Farm.
Get the varsity offense back in again, most of them. Ooh, fumble. It looks like Luck recovered it. Stuck in. Nope, he did not. It was really close. Really close by Hochstetler retrieving that one.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Prairie Farm. Lost of 7 on the play.
Second and 17. Clock continues to run, coming up on 3:10 left in the game.
Second 17 for the Panthers from the Cardinals 37.
It's going to be a pass wide open.
Heavy pressure. Quarterback gets outside.
Oh.
Trouble.
He's going to score.
Oh!
Justin Blanchard got him. He started outrunning his feet. Started stumbling for about the 8.
Inside 2 left.
He caught him.
Brought down inside the 5-yard line by Justin Bletchinger.
He ran 50 yards to gain 20 on that one.
The old cash thing.
2:25 left to play.
First and goal for Prairie Farm.
Hochstetler comes out of the ball game. Looks like we've got Zen up there on the nose for the Cardinal defense. Got some of our younger players in there.
Going to go right up the middle, number 10. Yep. Just a little shift to his left, and then he scores.
Touchdown. 28 points now on the board for the...
Still ticking.
For the Panthers. 56-28.
I don't think anybody's going to argue about the clock running. Dump pass, just about intercepted. Oh!
Well played, defense. Well played.
To go in this one, Prairie Farm 28.
56-28 with 1:20.
Stop the clock.
Little Macarena here.
Well, they requested it. They better be doing it. There we go.
We do the jump around, we do the Macarena. Bear gets everybody involved. He's got the tunes.
Mackenzie Clemenson, number 5, a freshman. Kicking off again. Nice kick. Down to the 22-yard line. Justin Bletchinger, number 30, with the retreat.
Boom. Bang.
Nope, I'm sorry, it wasn't him. Crunch. It was number 8 for the Cardinals.
Doing my Batman sound effects.
That was Robert Dominguez.
One minute to go in this one. Cardinals will start first and 10 from their own 22.
Probably 1 or 2 plays left for this contest. The Cardinals will be 8-0.
47 seconds left to play.
Prairie Farm Panthers will be 5-3, having lost their last 3 games. Cardinals will at least get a share of the conference title, should they happen to lose to New Auburn next week. But either way, it's 3 in a row for the Cardinals. Going to take a knee. That should end it, folks.
And that should be the last play of tonight's contest.
Somebody came in. For what reason, I'm not sure, but...
Daniel Schultz comes into the game. Colton Anderson comes out.
As the clock clicks
and
this one at the Cardinals.
3, 2, 1.
Conference championship.
Cardinals will move to 8-0 and win the conference championship.
3 years in a row.
for the third year in a row.
Outstanding season for the Luck Cardinals, and again, they're playing with three seniors on this roster. They're important parts of this ball club, to be sure, but they are not a senior-dominated club. Now we have the sportsmanship teams meeting at the midfield, shaking hands. Al, what do you think?
Well, I think, they started out a little slow, of course, with Prairie Farm getting a touchdown off their first carry, but everybody got back to what we've been practicing all week with their assignments and pretty much shut them down after that.
Yeah, the defense became pretty impressive after that first.
A little bit of a hiccup, but but overall, I think they played very well with the conditions that they had, and a few fumbles here and there, but that's actually expected after a field that's pretty much muddy from the 20 to the 20.
Yeah, it's a wet field these kids are playing on, and
a good homecoming win for the Cardinals.
Big win, homecoming win, clinching at least a share of the conference championship, looking really good going into playoffs. Next week, Al will be bringing you
live at New Auburn's. Game time is 7 o'clock.
The Trojans and the Cardinals in the final. What are we, the Lakeland South 8 or whatever?
Lakeland South 8, yep, the final game of the season. And actually, with the playoffs coming, the seeding will happen after next week. And actually, it's going to come down to what I would expect. Luck will get the number 1 seed, but the rest of them, it's going to be up in the air because Clayton plays Northwood next week. And both of those teams are right at the top. Clayton's only got 1 loss against us, and Northwood only has 1 loss against Shell Lake. And it's going to be decided who's in and who's out based on the victory of that game. It should be quite interesting for that Northwood-Clayton game next week.
Lots yet to be determined. Yep. Tune in. And again, I want to ask you to please support our sponsors, Jensen Furniture, Remax Cornerstone Realty, Signs Express, Professional Technology Tutor Sarah Ryman in Siren, Arrow Building Center in Siren, Flying Pie Pizza here in Luck, The Bonton, Foley Calcium, Certified Public Accountants, Luck Pharmacy, Sterling Bank, and Tomlinson Insurance Agency. And we got a little Queen in the background here.
Singing We Are the Champions.
Freddie Mercury is letting us know that we are the champions. So.
Thank you all for those of you that are at home watching on We Are Luck. We appreciate you giving us your support and hope you continue watching throughout the playoffs and the rest of the season, however far it might go.
All right, and so without further ado, thank you, good night, and go Brewers, go Packers, go Badgers.
Go Cardinals.
Go Cardinals.
Go Vikings.
No. All right, good night, everyone.